Well, a bit of a funny one really on Tuesday night, Paul, in that it was going really well up until the point then it wasn't going so well. Lots of good stuff to take out of the game despite the result.
Yeah, there was a lot of positives, but it was just, I think, the goal just before half time. Obviously they're going into the dressing room on a bit of a high, they've just scored and we're maybe a bit deflated, and I think that kind of carried on into the second half, unfortunately, and then they got on top of the game and dominated the second half really. But yeah, I think there was a lot of positives, and there has been a lot of positives at the first few games of the season. We really need to build on them going into the weekend.
Yeah, Fratton Park, the sort of place where once the crowd get involved and you feel it slipping away, it must be so hard just because of the sort of stadium it is.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, it's such a great place to play football, but obviously it's frustrating when they're going goal ahead, 2 goals ahead, and you're trying to grasp it back and trying to get back into the game. It's just didn't happen for us, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a fantastic atmosphere, and one that we as players we want to play in those really good atmospheres, and we've got another good one on Saturday at Charlton. So hopefully we can learn things from Tuesday night and put things right on Saturday.
Yeah, 2 very different away games so far, in that Tuesday night it's all about defending your box, balls raining down on you, having to be alert the whole time, and then with Oxford they were knocking it around a bit, very different styles of play, so quite nice to have had those 2 very different challenges early on.
Yeah, every game's been a different challenge, to be fair, and we've changed our game plan going into every game. Just all the teams we played, like say, different styles, and it's a great thing about League One as well. There's really good teams and with really different styles, and you've got to adapt to your game as a team and little tweaks here and there. And I think we've done that really well as a team. We've adapted well, and just hopefully we can. Like I say, a few little things maybe we could have done better the other night, and we all know that as a team, and we've got to learn from it and move forward.
Last year at Charlton, I know different season, different team, all of that, but with last year's game, probably up there with your best away performances of the season. Ended as a 2-0 defeat, but if you managed to take a couple of the really good chances you had, it could easily have been a different story.
Yeah, we were fantastic Charlton last year. It was created just some really good chances, and like I say, if we put them away, it's a different game. But I thought we did really well there last year. Hopefully we can have another good performance there this year and get the result, because that's what it's all about. It's all right saying we played well, we create chances, but we all know that we need to put them away and win games of football.
Yeah, and there'll be a really good news away following, I'm sure, for the weekend. It was quite nice in Charlton where they're all behind that goal at the one end.
Yeah, I mean, I've just heard about train strikes and things, so hopefully they're all right getting there, because going out at Fratton Park, seeing how many there was there the other night, and how good they were, gave us a massive lift. So hopefully they can have a good away day on Saturday.
Yeah, and talking about your 100th game from the other day, presumably as a marker for you that was a particularly special one, because I remember you saying when you first came to the club that you felt you'd had these flashes in your career to date where you got some momentum, and then whether it was injuries or whatever, it had stopped again. To have come here and basically played week in, week out, been part of a promotion last season, Newcastle, all the rest of it, that 100 number must have been particularly special for you.
Yeah, it is special. It's really nice, and to get the goals, great. And Joey had his 100th, and he got a goal as well. So something about that 100. Hopefully, I'm trying to hopefully have another 100 on Saturday and can get us a goal. But yeah, no, it did mean a lot, and it's just I feel like I've improved so much as a player since coming here. I had really good coaching and things that I've worked on a lot in training, then taking it into games, and just delighted to have that run of games. And like I say, I feel like I've improved a lot as a player. So it's down to me to keep doing that and keep getting better for the club and for the team.
Previously, you had the playing in midfield, playing in central defence thing, which for all versatile players it ends up being perhaps a bit of a double-edged sword, in that then you don't necessarily have a home in the team. Has it been good that you've basically just become a central midfielder? Yeah,
I remember like the first meeting I had with Bonds, to be fair, it was like, you play centre mid here, that's you, that's all I see you as. And I think there's been 1 or 2 times where I've had to go centre back, and that's fine. And it's quite a funny one. I speak to people sometimes, as a young player. Sometimes it's good to have that versatility, because you do need to play. You know what I mean? You do need to play, and you do need to get in the team. And sometimes that has helped me at the start of my career, getting in and getting games, whether it's right back, centre back. I think right midfield. I think I played once or twice, but just getting in and getting the games, getting the experience, that is great. But then there is a time where you go, right, I really need to knuckle down now on one position, and master that one position. So I think that was like I say, great coming here and having Bonds backing me, saying, look, this is where you're going to play for me. Go and do your best in that position. So that's, I think, really helped my game and helped my career, to be fair.
Cool, that's great for me.
Thank you.
Strange question, perhaps, Paul, but as a central midfielder, is it harder to play against a physical type that will knock the ball long, or a team that's keep possession?
Both the same. Like it's not one or the other. Obviously, it's a completely different threat, but you have to, if they're going long, you've got to be more physical and more aggressive, and then it's all. You've got to adapt your game, like I mentioned earlier. We've come up against these different teams so far this season where MK Dons will play out from the back. Oxford would looking to play a bit more, and then other teams who were going long, and you just have to adapt. And like I say, I think personally, I try and adapt my game and make sure I know who I'm playing against and the style that they're going to play. And as a team as well, I think it's good that so far this season we've adapted well to different game plans that the manager's given us, and hopefully we can keep doing that.
But when you come off the pitch, do you feel the toll on the body differently from the two games? The two styles, sorry.
You definitely get loads more whacks, when you're playing against a physical team, 100%. You definitely know that you've been in for a game, and especially League One and League Two, especially, really physical, a lot of physical teams, and I think definitely that aspect, you definitely get more whacks when you're playing against a physical team. But as well, when you're playing against a team that's knocking the ball around and playing, you have to be more sharp maybe, and it takes a different kind of toll on your body that way, 100%.
But equally, is it mentally different as well? Because I guess those teams that keep knocking the ball back, you've got to be really switched on.
Really switched on. Definitely pose a different challenge for you, especially in League One. A lot of the time, you might have, as much as you might have players in front of you, you've got to make sure you're aware of what's going on behind you, because you might, like the other night, there was wingers coming in off the side, and you've got to make sure you know where they are, because if they're picking up pockets behind you, pockets of space, you've got to be aware of that. And there's good number 10s as well, you've got to be aware of where they are at all times. So that's definitely a different challenge that you've got to be aware of.
So there's no preference of which one you'd rather face?
I like them all, but like you say, it's interesting though, because in League One I feel like there's a lot of there's really good physical teams, and there's really good teams that want to play as well. So every game there's different challenges. So you've definitely got to adapt a lot.
Right, that's great. Thanks.
Paul, what are you expecting from Charlton then this weekend?
It'll be a tough game. They've obviously got a good result the other night. So they'll be full of confidence, but we're full of confidence as well. We've got such a good team this year, really good squad, and we didn't get the result we liked the other night, but we're still full of confidence. We've had a really good start to the season. I feel we're improving all the time and getting better, and just want to really get stuck into the game Saturday, and hopefully we get a good result.
What do you think needs putting right from Tuesday?
There's things obviously we'll speak about with the manager and stuff like that, but at the end of the day they were the better team on the night, and we'll put things right on the training pitch now and put it right for Saturday.
In terms of this team, what do you think the aims are for this season?
For us as a team?
Yeah.
Hopefully we can build on last year. I thought we had a good season last year, and it's still very early days, and we've had a good start, and for now I'm personally one of them. I like to take things one game at a time. I know it's a bit of a cliche, but every game's so tough in this league, you can't really look I always think you can't look too far ahead, and if you start looking for too far ahead you can get a bit complacent. So full focus on Saturday for now, and trying to get a win there.
You talked about yourself improving as a player. How good has this move been for you in terms of your career to Cambridge?
Brilliant. I really enjoy it here, and I've enjoyed it since first day. To be fair, I felt like got such a nice, just a good welcome when I first came, from staff and even directors and things like that, and I've really felt at home from the first day here, and but I've done all right. I feel like getting promoted and things like that, but I really want to kick on now and really help the team improve. So that's at this moment, that's my goal at the moment, to keep getting better.
That's great. Thank you.
Thank you.